fish oil will do it in a matter of seconds. So that's because it's an ethyl ester molecule. That means it has ethanol attached to the backbone, and that's because they're lazy. The fish oil factories are lazy. The people that are making this and buying it from the fish oil factories, the manufacturers, they do a good product, but then the people that are reselling it, they want to make that huge profit. So an ethyl ester fish oil is very inexpensive to make. A triglyceride form or a re-esterified triglyceride form is about 3 to 4 times more expensive. So you can do the math. That's why most of the fish oil you buy over the counter has ethanol attached to the backbone. That makes it very unstable, all right? It can interfere with your digestive system as well. Who knows, asking your liver every day to cleave off to replace a triglyceride backbone before it absorbs. So that's a very inefficient step. So check your fish oil. Do a styrofoam cup test. I got some videos online showing this. And squeeze that fish oil into it. If it rots a hole through that cup, then you might want to think twice about using it, all right? It's not good for you. But the main reason I don't like it, it's very inefficient. It's very unstable. It's probably rancid before you get it. And most ethyl ester molecule has very low EPA and DHA. So the omega-3 isn't enough to really help with your omega index. And omega index is a blood test that we do when we prick your finger that analyzes the omega-3, omega-6 ratio, and we want that to be over 8%. Everybody that we did in the study that was under 250 pounds with our Fortifeye Super Omega, which is weaker than our Super Omega Max, after 2 weeks on 2 per day dosing of Fortifeye Super Omega, their omega index went between 9.1% and 11.2%. So they all got in the heart healthy zone as long as they weighed less than 250 pounds. Over 250 pounds, you probably need to take 4 a day, but that's why I came out with Super Omega Max. You can probably just take 2 a day of that. All right.
Dr. Lange, I just want to interject in there a little bit too. With our omegas, I hear this every day. Dr. Hall, I can't take omegas. I can't take fish oil just because of the taste. And here's a big clinical term. I get fish burps, and and they're not very pleasant. And you folks just like me that deal with the public every day and like that, you don't want to have bad breath or fish breath or like that. So ours doesn't have that. My mom can't take pills. She's never been able to take pills, but I want her to have the omega-3s, and so she snips off the end of it, squeezes it in her mouth. Mike, Dr. Lange's mom puts it in her smoothie. And and the reason they can do that, ours has a real light lemon taste, fish oil taste to it. There's just not. So that's one of the good positive things of that. Also, I want to remind you too, when you see a big display in some of the big stores that say now more powerful omegas with 3, 6, and 9 in there, okay?
Ooh,
walk away. Walk away. And it's not just that, walk over to our stuff. No, it's just this. The omega-6 that's in there, that's actually an inflammatory. And so if you take too much of that, you're actually doing the reverse of what you're trying to do. So just keep that in mind, folks. Back to you, Dr. Lange.
Yep. Thank you, Dr. Hall. All right, you're listening to Ask the Doctors. Remember, you can see me as a patient at the Lange Institute in the Villages. And also, I want to take this opportunity to welcome Dr. Chris Costello. So Dr. Chris Costello is an ocular disease expert. He's a board-certified optometric physician. He's been down in South Florida working for a very reputable, large ocular surgical center, which does lots of ocular disease. He's been there on board with them for years and years and years, 15, 20 years. He used to be the president of the local association. He's all-American. So he starts December 2nd or 3rd. So we want to welcome Dr. Chris Costello, along with our team, Dr. Lori Caputi. So if I am not there, you can see Dr. Lori Caputi, or you can see Dr. Chris Costello. He's probably about 48, 49, I'm thinking. He might come in and say he's a lot older, a lot younger. It's hard to gauge the way people look. But he also kind of practices what he preaches. And so, we want to walk the walk. He's in really good shape. He exercises. He works out. He takes our Fortifeye supplements now. And we want to welcome him to the Lange Institute. So let me give you the phone number for the Lange Institute. It is 352-753-4014. Just Google Lange Institute. I'm there usually 5 days a week, sometimes only 3 days a week. It just depends on what's going on, if I'm racing or something else is going on. Also, remember, check us out on the web at fortifeye.com. Fortifeye, fortifeye.com. Remember, show 25 goes away at the end of the month. All promo codes at the end of November are going away. So take advantage of using that promo code at fortifeye.com to get the omega-3 or the super proteins we've been talking about. And with anything, if you don't like it, we'll trade it out or we'll give you your money back. It's as simple as that. We're not going to stick you with anything. But I just want to mention, to just kind of recap, two things that we expanded on today are talking about omega-3, how it's very important, and how a good protein, whey protein, is the most bioavailable. A lot of you are taking these vegetables. Got to be very careful. Many of these vegetable proteins are very high in lectins, phytic acid, oxalates, all right? And those are anti-nutrients, so it blocks the absorption of many of the nutrients. We do have a vegetable protein that is at the new Fortifeye Nutrition Center made by Designs for Health, and it's all fermented. So all the vegetables in there, whether they're peas or from nuts or seeds or whatever it is, have been fermented, and that takes the anti-nutrients. So if you soak them, cook them, sprout them, and fermentation is the best. So you can get that vegetable protein. I do stand behind it. It's the best on the market. Like I said, Doc Hall and I researched this quite a bit. So we do have an all vegetable protein at the Fortifeye Nutrition Center. Remember, Doc Hall and I are going to be there today. We'll leave after the show. We might get there a little early, but we'll be there by 11 o'clock. Fortifeye Nutrition Center is right there in Clearwater on McMullen Booth Road. And it's in the Publix Plaza. It's about a half mile down on the left after you get off of the big causeway.
Folks, real quick shout out to Richard, Gary, and Darlene, and to Dr. Lange and I's personal good friend, Carlos the Rooster Gonzalez.
Hey, Carlos, how are you? And glad to have you on our proteins.
That's right. And you folks have a great weekend. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and wear your mask. This is Doc. Thank you.
And I'm out of here once again. Thanks for tuning in and listening to Ask the Doctor. Out of here. Have a great day. God bless you and God bless America.
One of the most important things for veterans is to be heard, and VA is listening. Appeals modernization is changing the way VA decision disagreements are processed, for the better.
Veterans, if you disagree with an initial VA claim decision received after February 2019, you have a choice of 3 review lanes. Contact an accredited representative to help you decide which choice is right for you. For more information, visit va.gov/decision-reviews.
I can take control with VA's new, faster review process.
Take AM 860 The Answer with you wherever you go with our mobile app, theanswertampa.com, Alexa, TuneIn, iHeart, and at radio.com.
To battle is to fight, to struggle, to overcome, and ultimately for the Marine Corps, it means to win. There is no alternative. It's not just a statement of intent. It's a promise to our nation. A promise kept for more than 2 centuries. A promise